Yeah. Well, there's that. I definitely screwed up. So, welcome back to SBS Live this week, where we are talking to Rob Longto of the Danbury Lie from Connecticut, not from Texas. I don't know how I got that in my head. I don't know. It seems like, I have these glasses, but my eyes don't work, or something to that effect. Anyway, welcome back to the show. We've got, once again, Rob joining us through a video interview with SBS, which we are very excited to see the other half of, because it includes a lot of extra stuff that we weren't able to show you in part one. One of those things being we're going to get a city tour from Rob, showing us some of the old hotspots in Danbury, Connecticut. We're also going to see a video from the past catalog of Danbury Lie, from the first album that Rob has put out, and we're stoked to show you that as well. So lots of Danbury Lie fun. We will make up for what we've done, and fix the wrongs that we've committed and right them here in this episode. Rob, you have my word. In addition to that, we started up the comedy segment of SBS Live this week on the last episode with the Danbury Lie, and we will continue that again here today. So we've got, once again with us via video, Tom Williams. And we're ecstatic to be able to show you the second half of the video that we had shown you in the first part of the episode. Definitely lots more to come from Tom, so stick around for that. In addition to that, we are going to have a preview of the upcoming video interview with Man-Made Lake. During this time with the Danbury Lie, we also received back one of our video interviews that has been out there and are floating around the internet for some time. This one coming from Man-Made Lake in Victoria, BC. And let me tell you, this is something to watch. So very excited to be able to show you a preview on that. We are Sleeping Bag Studios just outside Vancouver, Washington. Vancouver, BC. Can we roll this thing? There's no reason we shouldn't go through it too. The Danbury Lie here on SBS Live this week. In terms of quantity of tracks, now we know that you put out short albums, but I'm wondering if you think that over time, looking back at these short bursts of music that you have, is it going to tell a tale of you biographically through this music? And I guess, would you want it to?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of an interesting tale. Yeah, it's funny how it comes together, because a lot of the times, especially with this, like one of the tunes was written 11 years ago, and then a couple of them were written right as the stuff in the middle of it being recorded. Like Witches, I was probably I had already recorded the first two songs for this album, so but some of the stuff was written a while ago, and In the Rain was actually written in 2009. So it's not necessarily all written at the same time and then put out, but it's the group of songs that connect with me the most that I want to hear them and record them and put them out at that time. So in a way, I guess it does tell a tale, but not all the stuff is written at the same time. So
Would you say you're an impulsive guy? because again, I give you that full credit for really kind of thinking things through and having that plan. But when I think about our correspondence and I think about our email situations and our written interview in the past, I know that you have a tendency to really kind of attack and go for things. So when it comes to taking your time with stuff, you have a method where it's more, you're inspired by the here and now of it all. At least that's what it seems like to me. So I guess what I want to know from you is, when it comes to that, or at least these projects that we're involved in here, what has made you go in that direction? What is it about the, I guess, I'm assuming it's the honesty of the answers in those style, that really appeals to you? But if I'm wrong, correct me. And, if I'm not, just kind of let me know your side of it. What is it that makes you feel that this is the appropriate way to handle your responses and represent your music?
Well, as far as this style of an interview, I just feel like if I take too much time to think about it, then I might try to say something that doesn't... I just think that, answering questions immediately, you can get a more honest reaction, because you're not really thinking too hard about it, even though I sound like I'm thinking a lot about it. But I'm pretty impatient as a person a lot of times, so that plays into it too. I just like to do stuff right away. So I guess it's both of those as far as this interview goes.
At the end of the day, Rob, I'm a pretty general guy with a lot of average skills. So here's a real general question for you. What do you like best about music?
I'm just gonna go with the quote from Almost Famous. Everything. And here is where the magic happens. This is known as the loudest room in North America. This is where I record most of my demos. All my bands have practiced here over the years. And I actually recorded the Danbury Lie and Black Tar Pineapple albums here. A lot of history in this basement.
The rumors of a cancer have spread.
Rob, it's your moment. Go ahead. It's all yours, brother. Plug anything you like. At the end of the day, I'm an absolute shameless promoter. People know me that way. I'm an absolute whore for my own brand, and I fully encourage everybody else to be the same, and promote themselves with everything they got. You do this because you love it. So let us know where to find you on the internet and beyond the internet. What are the future plans? Any upcoming shows? Anything else you want to promote? If you got a really kick-ass dinner coming up tonight that you're like, I gotta shout this out, I'm making a really awesome beef roast, and it's got gravy and mashed potatoes, whatever it is, man, you go ahead. But let us know the best ways that we can find you and help your fans and your new fans connect with you.
For my stuff, you can just Google the Danbury Lie, Danbury. You can find it at thedanburylie.bandcamp.com, facebook.com/thedanburylie, and soundcloud.com/thedanburylie. And as far as other stuff I would like to promote, I'm going to see my friends play a show, and they're really cool. They're called the Grim Generation, so check them out. Don Ryan, he's got an album called Tangletown out. Emergence, Rubby, Union Rail is a band from my hometown that's really cool. And I wish I could tell you more, but that's all I can think of right now.
looking forward to some more comedy, looking forward to some more freedom of speech, looking forward to another ecstatic and electrifying delivery from a man that truly believes in what he's doing and wants to push himself to that next level in the comedy world. So once again, for everybody here on SBS Live this week, we have indie comic Tom Williams.
You guys are sick. Look at, I'm just as sick as you guys are. Yeah. My best girlfriend was deaf. Couldn't hear a fucking thing. She was great. If you guys ever get a chance to fuck a deaf girl. There you go. I would come home from work, she'd be in the kitchen, you know, but she could read lips. So when she looked at me, "Oh, hi, honey. Could you bring me a drink? Thank you." And as soon as she turned around, "And make it snappy, you fucking bitch! I'm working all fucking day. I want my goddamn drink." "Oh, thanks, honey. Have a little seat. Would you like to watch TV with me?" "Okay. Love you, Snookums." "I'm watching football, bitch. What about it? Think I want to watch Oprah? Fuck Oprah." Sometimes her little deaf friends would come over and they'd all go in the other room and do knitting and shit. You know, I'd stand in the doorway. "Oh, it's so nice. You're with all your friends, having fun. Love you, Snookums." And then I go in the other room. "You bitches better get ready, because King Cock is coming in there any minute. Take off all your clothes, you peasant wenches. We'll turn that place into a cum swamp." It's great. She saw me in my fuck face doing her. That's what did it for her. You know the face. Everybody has it when you're fucking. Some people, some women, I don't know if it's just me, but they just lay there. You know when your mother told you if you keep wearing that face, you're going to get stuck in it? What if that were true for a fuck face? Imagine you're walking around to work the whole next day. "Larry, what the hell's wrong with you?" "I'm stuck in my fuck face. God damn it, I got a board meeting today." Knowing me, though, I'd be stuck in my masturbation face. You know, your arm gets stuck like this, and you're like, "Ah." You're walking to work. "Larry, you were jacking off all night, weren't you?" "No, I was vacuuming. I'm okay." Weirdest product I've ever seen is colonic hydrotherapy. You squirt water up your ass and apparently cures you of all kinds of medical problems, diseases. Again, who figured this out? Honey, where are you going?" "I got a headache. I figured I'd shove the garden hose up my ass." Thank you, everybody. You guys have been great. Let's bring Nick back up.
SBS.
I can squish my own head. Crazy. We've talked about the Danbury Lie quite a bit, Rob, but we know, of course, that you're in two bands. You've got the not only the Danbury Lie, but Black Tar Pineapple. So give us an idea of what's going on in the future for Black Tar Pineapple. Take a moment to kind of walk us through what that sound is all about and what you use that project for, and kind of give us some insight. Take a moment completely away from Danbury Lie. You are Rob of Black Tar Pineapple. Now tell us all about it.
Black Tar Pineapple was really meant to be that one project. So that's probably all you're gonna hear from that. But it's really, I mean, when I play Danbury live shows, I play stuff from that. So really, it's just all part of the same thing. And then, you know, if I decide to put something else out that doesn't sound like it should be called the Danbury Lie, or I don't want it to be compared to the Danbury Lie, then I'll have to think of some other name to call it.
Alright, brother. Let's get from you this time. Let's talk about what's your favorite song or album of the moment? Not of all time, because then it just gets confusing and musically philosophical, which I'm not afraid of that either, don't get me wrong. But, you know, like right now in the present. Not meaning like current or like, you know, necessarily like right now music. I mean, it could be anybody. Jeez, I hope you know what I mean by all of this. Damn. What are you listening to, Rob?
You mean you're not gonna ask me what 3 albums I would bring to a deserted island? Shit, I don't know. Yeah, but one tune that I've been listening to pretty much non-stop is a tune called Bottom Feeder by Amanda Palmer, and it's pretty awesome.
Rob, let's go for a walk. Studio, I mean, you know, as much as I love it, a lot of great things about it. It's kind of set up for interviews and a little bit chaotic right now. Of course, you can see that. A lot of cool electronic kind of fun stuff. But it's a little bit stuffy sometimes too. Let's get out of here. Okay, so, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not here to take you into my house, which is what's joined on to Sleeping Bag Studios. A lot of people know that. But what I have been doing is just kind of popping people out the front door and giving you an idea of what it's like to be in my world. So, let's do that. A little bit dark in here. Well, there we go. Let there be light, eh? So this is the front door. And this is something that we do from time to time. Have a look out into my world, my friend. This is the world outside Sleeping Bag. A little bit fuzzy right now. It'll come into focus. You can kind of see how quiet it is around here. At the end of the day, we are in a suburb. We are a home studio. We have residences and a big giant cow field. That's what that big giant black space is. Why? Because right now I am standing out here at 4 o'clock in the morning on the same day that I'm going to send this stuff to you, wrapping it up real style. So, Rob, take me outside, man. Take me outside and tell me a story about where you're living and what goes on. Because at the end of the day, I've never seen Danbury. I'd love to go there, man. I'd love to travel anywhere, pretty much. There's a lot of different places that I haven't been. It's my studio cat. That's Sammy Davis Jr. She's a raging beast. I don't recommend ever getting near her if you ever end up coming to Sleeping Bag Studios. When is that, by the way? Okay, so you and I, well, we're back inside the studio now. So, my friend, take me outside. Take me outside for a second. We seriously need some fresh air, and you can give that to us. Give us an insight into what Danbury's like. Tell us a story about what's outside your front door.
So here it is, downtown Danbury. I actually grew up in Ridgefield, which is a few miles down the road, and it's a little bit more affluent than here, and I'd probably lose my street cred if I showed you the town I grew up in. Now this right here used to be the site of a bar called Cousin Larry's, and that's pretty much where most of the stuff went down from around 05 to 09. And played a lot of shows here, met a bunch of crazy, interesting people, and unfortunately it was closed down in 2011, and that's kind of when the scene went dead, at least in my view. That sign there is about the only thing remaining. This here is another spot. It used to be called the Monkey Bar. As you can see, it changed to Lush. And I used to put on a ton of shows here in 2006 to about 2008. And then in about 2008, they decided to turn it into a dance club, since that's where the money's at. This right here is a place called City Ale House, where there also used to be shows. Not the best of the three spots. And you can hear the owner of this on the track Elm Street. That's the old lady's voice. And she apparently ran a possibly illegal puppy mill in this place and cooked stuffed cabbage for all the bands when they played, which I don't think I ever tried myself.
Okay, I mentioned philosophy in one of these questions. Now I'm thinking about that stuff, so I want to get into it a little bit. Here's another general and open question for you. Answer it however you like, my friend. But what do you find fascinating about life in general? What makes it all worth getting out of bed for each day?
If you've listened to my album and you know the title of it, then I don't fucking know and I'm trying to figure out. But right now, playing hockey is up there, and music is up there, and you know, there's plenty of other stuff, but those are my favorite reasons to get up these days.
Rob, again, man, I can't say thank you enough for being here with us through this kind of medium and taking the time to do what you did on your side. Thanking you in advance. I know you'll do the right thing over there, and I know that you'll end up creating something very cool. And if not that, you'll at least give me the goods on the answers this time, won't you? Yeah, come on, man. You gotta. People want to know. It's not just me. Do the right thing here, brother. We gotta get some people some answers. But I just want to say again, it's really been cool to get to know you through this kind of thing, and just have the experience to learn about music in general from all kinds of parts of the world. Now I've learned about yours in Danbury, so it's been awesome, man, and I really appreciate you being part of this journey with us, and I wish you the best of luck in the future in both your projects in the Danbury Lie and of course in Black Tar Pineapple. But you know the way I work, and you already have been through an interview with us in one format. So the tradition is still the same, my friend. There is an open floor here for you. Whatever you'd like to say, whatever we might have missed that you would have wanted to cover, this moment is yours. If you want to set me straight about the record on Metallica one more time, give me the old backhand, whatever you want to do, my friend. Floor is yours, and have at her, my friend. I've enjoyed my time with you, Rob, and I look forward to hearing what you're up to in the future, so please stay in touch, and, you know, best of luck in everything you do, man. I really do wish you the best, so look forward to hearing everything you do in the future. I'm sure we'll hear from you, and from all of us here at SBS. Thanks for doing this interview and taking the time.
I'm just gonna go with the generic ending and say thanks to Jeremy at Sleeping Bag. And good luck to all the stuff you're doing, and seems like you work your ass off, so you know, work hard, be smart, and kick some fucking ass.
Once again, you can catch Rob Longto and his band, the Danbury Lie, with their new album, The Question Mark, which is out now. We're going to show you an old video called Morbid Becoming from the first and self-titled Danbury Lie album from Rob. I tell you now, it's not like Rob's creative genius was born yesterday. This has been something that's been going on for some time. He's been creating music for a very long time, doing lots of interesting things with a lot of different sounds. So, ecstatic to be able to show you something from the back catalog of the Danbury Lie. Go out and get the Question Mark album. Why? Because you should. It's good, it's creative, it's got lots for you. All kinds of different textures and sounds, and definitely worth a double listen. So, go and get the Question Mark album, but for now, let's check out Morbid Becoming from the Danbury Lie on SBS Live this week.
If you take him to the country, let him put it in his wrist. You may wind up with a man who has nothing left to give. If your patient's wearing thin, still has a bottle in its neck, you can lend it to the soul of the one who is a wreck. You'd like to cure them along the way, and you feel this morbid becoming a song. If the blood is dripping on the carpet, vacuum out the trace. We may find out there is less, and then we'll drop out of the race. Faces out of control, you'd like to cure them. Trials taking the toll along the way. Trash is turning to treasure, and you feel this morbid becoming of the one you never knew. If you take him to the city, let him put it in his wrist. You may wind up with a man who has nothing left to live. For your patient's wearing thin, still has a bottle in his neck, you can lend it to the soul of the one who is a wreck. You'd like to cure them along the way, and you feel this becoming a song.
What are we doing next time on the show? Good question. The answer is we're doing a clip show. Not a clip show, a video show. Another SBS but no BS. Video only extravaganza for you guys. We are going to have new music from Nixie on the show. We will have new music from the Filthy Little Thieves on the show, as well as, of course, we'll have classic videos recut for you. We'll have some live unseen footage for you. We'll have a demo from yours truly involved in this episode with a very special guest as I get ready for my own solo album coming out soon. Very excited to be able to show you all these things. Again, compilation episodes seem to go very well, and music is something that, of course, has brought us all together in the first place. So, as always, extremely excited to be able to show you that. Lots of new things to come in that episode, as well as lots of information on what's coming up through SBS in the future. So I just want to take a moment again to thank everybody that's been involved with these episodes. We've had quite a few guest stars involved in part 1 and part 2 of the Danbury Lie, so thank you again to Rob Longto of the Danbury Lie for being here with us through video. Thank you again to Tom Williams, the indie comic that is no holds barred. Go and check his stuff out. Thank you again to Wolf Colony for putting their music into the first episode. Fantastic stuff. To Nicholas and the Iceni, you guys know how we feel about you. Got a written interview about you. Go and check it out. Lots of great stuff coming through SBS. Coming up shortly after SBS but no BS parts 3 and 4, we're going to have the infamous SBS metal panel. Yes, it is confirmed. It will happen afterwards. So we've got Leighton from Iron Kingdom and Ruddy from Eterna, both representing the indie metal scene and offering their thoughts on what makes metal metal, educating myself personally and Rob at SBS. It was a great time. Beers were had, laughs were shared, knowledge was given. So extremely proud of that episode. It's been a long time coming. We've got finalized live footage from Iron Kingdom and a brand new video from Eterna, made by Brad himself, one of the guitar players for Eterna. And following the metal panel, there is another video interview coming out during this time with Rob. We got another submission back from the internet, back out from the random void of which we reach into every once in a while. And this time, where it came from was Victoria, BC. We got the interview back from Man-Made Lake. Now, I am ecstatic. I watched most of this footage the other day already, and I could watch it again right now. It's entertaining. It is absolutely 100% original, and of course the band and the music is something we extremely support. Their new EP Zinc is out now and available on iTunes. Go and get it. But in the meantime, I want you guys to have a look at this upcoming video interview with Man-Made Lake. So have a look at it here in a preview from SBS for the upcoming video interview with Man-Made Lake. Steve, I've had a studio tragedy, brother, and it's ripping me apart, and I'm hoping you can help me out with it. Take a look at this. You see this thing? I love this guitar. Absolutely love it, man. Custom painted. At the end of the day, it's nothing special. You know what it's like. You get that one special beast that really suits your style, and you end up rocking it for life, sometimes. But mine's busted up. On the inside, something's screwed. So I'm not a technical guy that way. I've got my electrician and musical instrument repairman, Hot Electric Martin, coming over to fix my stuff pretty soon. But in the meantime, dude, can you hook me up with just a fucking awesome guitar solo? Because I'm going dry here, brother. Look at that thing. It's just sitting there, and it's not being used, and it's killing me. Hook it up.
No talking.
Lots of amazing things still happening on the website while Rob continues the redesign of the main page. If you haven't been checking out the written interviews lately, you should be. There's some fantastic things going on there. One that we're extremely looking forward to coming up here with Along Came Life, which is half of an act called Nuttin' But Strings that has separated ways, and this is a new direction. So we're extremely excited to be able to show you that interview once that's up there, as well as what's on the interview page, which you can find at sleepingbagstudios.ca/interviews.html. You can also check out my blog, lots of thoughts and rantings and ravings about your music. That's what I do. So check that out at sleepingbagstudios.ca/blog.html as well. That's it for me. I got lots to say, but I'm not going to say anymore, because we both know why. My time is done here. So I'll see you next time on an SBS but no BS special video edition that we're extremely excited to show you. We'll continue the comedy role. We'll have Tim E.D., comedian, with us, indie comic extraordinaire. You think you've seen Excited, wait until you see this guy. Very excited to be able to show you more of that, and tons of videos and exclusive footage. Definitely don't miss it. Thank you again to the Danbury Lie and to all our guests. We'll see you next time.